Blessed Jacopone de Todi, nobleman, poet, and Franciscan. This is the story of a brilliant lawyer who was struck by tragedy and who became foolish in the eyes of the world, but blessed in the eyes of God. It began on a feast day on a spring morning in 1268 in a village called Todi, a prosperous town in Umbria. There, tragedy struck that plunged the town into mourning and propelled one of its notable citizens onto a path of holiness. Jacopo del Bendini, a brilliant lawyer, and his wife Vanna, a member of the region's finest nobility, took their seats on the grandstand. Suddenly, it collapsed, throwing the high society of Todi into the void. Jacopo got up, stunned but unharmed, and had only one thought on his mind: to find his love. Vanna was there among the rubble, so badly injured that she died a moment later in her husband's arms. In an instant, despair flooded him. But then, Jacopo found a tiny glimmer of hope. It was the last sign left for him by his dead wife. On Vanna's corpse, he found a salicete, an instrument of penance, usually a shirt or a belt woven from rough fibers that irritate the skin and cause constant discomfort. The suffering inflicted by the garment was offered to God in reparation for sins. Jacopo never noticed this side of Vanna's spirituality, but now he discovered and delighted in this unknown side of her. It was far removed from the superficial, worldly existence he had imagined fulfilled her. In this new light, he despised everything: his beautiful house, his money, his luxury, and his professional and social success. It had all been for Vanna, his love, and without her, he no longer wanted it. From one day to the next, Jacopo the Brilliant became unrecognizable. Intent on changing his life, he gave it all up, setting out on the road as a pilgrim with St. Francis as his example. This life of wandering and homelessness lasted 10 years and ended with him as a third-order Franciscan. This brilliant lawyer, loving husband, and rising star in Umbria had tragedy engulf his life. However, he found in his dead wife's piety a new trajectory that took him on the dusty roads of Italy and eventually led him to the gates of heaven. On his tombstone, his epitaph sums up his life, one that was shattered by tragedy and rebuilt by faith. It read, "He went mad for the love of Christ and conquered heaven by force." This echoed the gospel: the kingdom of heaven suffers violence, and the violent seize it. Blessed Jacopone de Todi, the fool of God, pray for us.